We all know that the iPhone 4S running iOS 9 is one of the worst iOS experiences to ever exist. But just how bad is it here in 2026? Let's find out. Alright, we're starting off very simple for this iPhone 4S running iOS 9. As we press the power button with it connected to power, we're going to see just how long the 4S takes to boot up into iOS 9 here in 2026. Now, I was expecting it to take longer, but it did boot up in just under a minute and 10 seconds, which is pretty impressive for the A5 chip in this iPhone 4S, especially running iOS 9 with how poorly it runs on this device. Alright, now that we've successfully got the iPhone 4S booted into iOS 9, we're going to take a walkthrough of the OS, open some apps, and I'm going to show you just how buggy and laggy this OS is on this iPhone 4S. Let's get into it. As we slide to unlock, we get to our home screen with our iOS 7-like icons, but the animations are a bit choppy on this iPhone 4S. As you can see, the iPhone 4S on iOS 9 is known to be one of the worst iOS experiences of all time. So let's just open some apps here and see. Yeah, look, messages takes forever. Calendar, pretty quick. And the date is right, I believe. Yeah, the date is right. Look at that. Camera, how long does it take to launch the camera? Not too bad, but pretty slow. And it is pretty choppy. Look at the delay. Now, an area that's usually really laggy is the spotlight search. The animation was a bit choppy, and the keyboard took a little bit to pop up. Typing here is also laggy. Just a horrible experience. I don't know why they shipped this on the 4S. Keep in mind the 4S is using the A5 chip, or the same chip found in the second gen iPad. Now, what the iPhone 4S is most remembered for probably is this. Hold the home button and we get Siri. Hi, how are you?
Not too shabby. Thanks for asking.
Listen to that old Siri voice. Videos, I don't believe this is in iOS anymore. You can download videos from the iTunes store. No content. Yeah, this ain't around no more. Opening notes here takes a very long time. Let's create a new note. This is a test note. Autocorrect is not the best, and the phone is frozen. That's live, ladies and gentlemen. This is why you don't use a 4S on iOS 9. What about the news app? This is basically an internet-only based app. It's going to take a long time. As you see there, we get the spinning wheel of death. But maybe we will get some news stories here. Nope, doesn't look like it. We've got an editor's pick section as well as recommended for you with nothing there. That doesn't surprise me. Next up, we're going to be taking a look at things like the App Store and the iTunes Store, which unfortunately I could not get working due to me not being able to sign into an iCloud account. I tried to create a new iCloud account as well as sign into my current iCloud account, but I wasn't able to sign in. And while the apps do load, we're completely unable to download anything or purchase anything from either the App Store or iTunes Store here in 2026 on iOS 9. How about iTunes Store? Let's see how long this takes to load. Very long time. App Store, probably going to be the same thing. Also a very long time. When's the last time anybody's played Pokemon Go? I've never played it, but I haven't heard about it in a really, really long time. Probably in about a decade at this point. Let me know if you guys are still playing Pokemon Go. We've got Brawl Stars, Minecraft. Can you use Tinder on the 4S? I wonder. Calm, ESPN, Clash of Clans. Look at these games. Wow. Look at that. We've got ChatGPT showing up in the iPhone 4S App Store. Can you believe it? I wonder if you can install it. I doubt it, but it'd be cool. Unfortunately, we're not going to be able to get apps on iOS 9 because I can't sign into my personal Apple ID due to 2FA and all the new security features they've added. And I tried to create one on the device, wouldn't let me create it. So we're basically stuck with this buggy, laggy mess of iOS 9. See this? Phone froze again. Since we don't have the ability to install apps on this phone, let's take a look at some miscellaneous settings I used to use back in the day. The iPhone 4S actually had Hey Blank functionality, but only when connected to a charger. That's pretty cool. And it gives us the option to set it up. Look at that. I didn't know it had that. I thought that was a newer iPhone exclusive at the time. Going into accessibility settings, we've got things like reduce motion. I remember back in the day, I used to turn this on every time because I thought it saved battery life. Overusing like the fancy animations with the parallax effect. Yeah, look at that parallax effect. Pretty awesome feature in the old iOS. And I believe it's back in modern like iOS 26. But it is cool to see it here working on the iPhone 4S. Here in 2026, can we even use Safari to browse the internet on this 4S? Let's find out. Let's see what we can do in terms of Safari, because this is connected to the internet. We're just going to go to apple.com and we're going to see if it's able to load the modern Apple web page here on iOS 9 on this 4S. So immediately we see Apple Watch, iPhone, iPad Air, MacBook Air, M4. Pretty cool to see how nicely Apple's website functions here on an operating system from, 2015? Pretty cool. Let's see if we can buy an iPhone Air. It does take a very long time to load. Yep, here's where the website is pretty much broken. As you see here, it is a complete jumbled mess of text and images. Real quick, let's see if I can open up my YouTube channel. Let's go to Google, make this easy. Alright, now we're on Google. Let's search Taylor the Tech Guy. Boom, here we are right here. This is pretty quick. I'm gonna give it that. It's pretty quick to get to Google anyway, but YouTube I think might take longer. If it even lets us view the page. Let's go to videos and let's play my most recent video, shall we? Yep, this is getting really bad. Frozen. But as you see there is my latest video. Is it going to play? Oh, there we go. We're full screen. It's a little buggy, but it did play there briefly. Oh, we're back. We're back. It did play. You guys seen that? So, if anything, you can use a 4S on iOS 9 to watch YouTube videos, but you'll have an extremely buggy, unusable experience. Well, with this iPhone 4S barely being able to watch a YouTube video here in 2026 on iOS 9, let's close out the video by taking a look at some of the exclusive iOS 9 wallpapers. Stills, that's a cool one. This is the stock one everybody knows. Where's the iOS 8 one? Why do they not have the iOS 8 one? I believe these wallpapers were for the iPad Pro, if I'm not mistaken. This one's cool. I don't really have a memory of this one. It's like a different version of the stock one. Dynamic. I remember these from iOS 7. These little bubbles would animate around the screen. I'm pretty sure they would move as you tilt the device. And that is the iOS 9 experience here in 2026 on this iPhone 4S. Overall, it is a terrible experience full of bugs, lagginess, slowness, and overall it's just a nasty experience. I would not recommend it here in 2026 at all. With that being said, if you guys enjoyed the video, you can leave a like down below, comment down below, and subscribe to the channel for more videos like this in the future. My Amazon storefront is linked down below where you can purchase and check out the products I use every day and would recommend to you. You can also now become a member of this channel if you guys would like to support that way. If you purchase anything from my Amazon storefront, I will earn a small commission, but the product will not cost you anything extra. And with that being said, I'll see you guys later.